from the stone. Sometimes I see it as a little bit less than your finger, okay? So you can put your finger there, and that's the angle that you gotta keep it at, all right? Number 2, you have to do equal, meaning when you're sharpening, you need to do equal amounts of strokes on one side, and then you do the same amount of strokes on the other side, or else one side will end up becoming uneven in terms of the sharpness. Okay? This goes with the honing too. It is the same angle. Okay? For generalization, if I'm not going to go into too much detail, each knife actually has a certain angle, but for practicality's sake and for everyone to be on the same page, it's around 20 degrees. Okay? Same thing, you're going to put your finger here, and you can hold it to go and hold. We'll show you. Okay, so yeah, you guys can come back in the future. Just bring your notebook. Yeah, you can bring your notebook or you can film your choice. Okay, so I have my own. So the mineral has the 3 different grits too. Okay, see, it has coarse. It says coarse. Okay, medium, and finish. Okay. And you just lay it out, and then you flip it lengthwise, okay? And then you do it. I personally, with my knives I do better with a whetstone, okay? So I have 2 different grits. Mine's pretty simple. Mine is the coarse grit right here, and a 1000 right here. Now this one is a very rudimentary one, which is great because that's what it is for you guys too, right? You start off. Okay, do you see how right now I already have the stone is coming off? Okay, you just usually use the stone and you put it on here. I'm gonna use my, okay, you can actually sharpen your knife during break time. You can sharpen your knife during your when you first come in, after I let you in, okay? But I didn't use the water, okay? And it's supposed to be wet, and you can do this. There's many different ways of doing it, okay? You first start with the angle, and there's 2 ways. So there's one is, I've been taught, at an angle, and you start from tip to tip, and you go this way. So you go this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You might have to wet it along the way. Okay? The other way that people do it is you go like this. Okay? I'm not going to put pressure on my knife right now because I'm going to ruin my technique. So you choose one and you go with that one for that knife. Okay? The reason why you do this one, after a while the rock goes away because you keep shaving it. You know what I mean? But it gets sharp and stays sharp a bit longer than the way that I'm doing it, which is and then I did 5. So, does that make sense? Then you flip it to the other side, okay? Okay? And then I'm a lefty, so I'm stronger on this side, but then I get my angle. Same thing, you can hold it right here, and then you go like this, okay? 3, I did 15. Now sometimes you'll find that the stone itself starts to have an indent or a curve because of the way that you've been shaving it. That's why it's really nice that if you have your own. And then there is actually a polisher where you actually can shave back your stone back to a nice even edge. Okay? All right. So then afterwards, I go and wipe. Okay? And I feel. Don't go this way, obviously. Okay? And then now I have sharpened it. Now, because this is actually sharp already, sorry, Julia, is it possible to get 2 glass pins? I'm not sure if it's even possible.
Okay, 2 glass pins.
2 glass pins and a couple more of Are those Cambros for
Yeah, you
storing
can
food?
use it.
Yeah, I can use it for
Yeah.
this one. Okay. You'll get some more for Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Then
No problem.
I don't need anything else. Just the 2 bus bins.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Thanks. Anytime. Okay, so when you're done with it, all right? Okay. You hone your knife. So it's however long, however much you need. Okay. So it depends, but you should be able to go and have it so sharp that when you go through a paper, okay, you should be able to go through it nicely. Okay. And then it doesn't make any noise, or you don't need pressure when you're cutting. That's a very important thing, because if you put pressure on your knife, because that means that it's a dull knife, the chances of you getting hurt is higher. One, because it was the food that you had will slip and you can cut yourself. The second thing is that you end up having a jagged edge, so it takes longer to heal. Okay, a sharp knife when you get cut, it hurts, yes, but then it will go away quickly and heal quickly. Okay, and then also to prevent a more serious injury versus one that isn't. Okay, so it's important to have your knife like that. And then afterwards, you can hold your steel. Now, there's several different ways of holding the steel. You can hold it this way, and this way. A lot of people do it this way, and then this way. In the beginning, I actually taught students in the high school level. Okay, so because of that reason, I'm used to teaching them to go down. You don't have to. You can do it this way. The key, once again, when you're doing this, isn't the amount of times that you go, isn't how fast you go. It's the number of consistent strokes. It's kind of like doing crunches. When you're doing crunches, you need to go and do quality over quantity. Okay? So each one counts. And if you do it right, 20 crunches will be better than 100 crunches. Same thing. When you're doing it, you don't have to go fast. You just go slow. And then as long as the consistency of the angle is there and the equal amounts. Okay? I usually do this. I just got used to it. So you don't have to follow me, but I'm doing the 1 finger approach, okay? Just to get it so that it's a little bit angled. Start from the top and then try to do the bottom, okay? I always do top to bottom so that I actually hit my steel and my sharpening knife. Okay? And use the full tool. Okay? You know if it's sharp, if it's, okay? And then you can use the knife to test. Rinse your knife because you see that there is metal debris on there. Okay? So, I would like you to practice honing your knife. Okay? Just do